In just a few weeks, aviation leaders from around the world will gather for the 42nd International Civil Aviation Organization Assembly, the ICAO Assembly, a pivotal two-week event shaping the future of global air transport. And ACI will be there representing airports from every region. We will present 6 working papers, engage directly with decision makers, and advocate for policies that strengthen a resilient, safe, and sustainable aviation sector. To unpack what this means, I'm joined by 3 ACI World leaders deeply involved in our advocacy efforts. So Justin Erbacci, Director General, Nathalie Herbelles, Vice President of Industry Affairs and Sustainability, and Darryl Dowd, Vice President of Safety, Security, and Operations. So, Justin, let's start with the big picture. Why is this assembly so important, and what role does ACI play there?
Thanks, Veronique. Every 3 years, ICAO, which is the United Nations civil aviation body, convenes its assembly in Montreal. And the assembly brings together more than 2,000 high-level delegates, including ministers, directors general, senior policymakers from across the globe. And together they set international priorities, policies, and standards that shape the future of aviation, covering everything from safety, security, to sustainability, to economic development and digital innovation. For airports, it's a crucial moment to have our voices heard. And these discussions directly affect how airports operate and evolve. And that's why ACI World, of course, in collaboration with the other ACI regions, is fully engaged in the assembly process to ensure airport priorities are front and center and that outcomes from the assembly reflect the operational realities and future ambitions of the global airport community.
Thanks, Justin. That gives us a great sense of the stakes. Now, let's shift to what ACI is bringing to the table. Nathalie, Darryl, let's dive into the details. What exactly is ACI putting forward at this assembly?
So we're putting forward our priorities for aviation through the submission of 6 working papers. Each of them relate to a critical area and fit under our core theme, which is empower aviation, transform airports, and connect the world. I'd like to take a minute to go through the papers together with Darryl and explain a little bit what we're trying to achieve with them. Our first paper is called Barriers to Air Connectivity and Consumers. This paper urges states to remove, as its name implies, the barriers that hinder connectivity. These can be regulatory, fiscal, or visa-related. And when these barriers exist, they really stifle aviation's growth. So by removing them, states can ensure that passengers have access to air transport that is affordable and also that they maximize the socio-economic success of aviation.
Oh, great. And then we have a second paper on decarbonization?
Yes, correct. This paper is called Meeting Airports' Growing Energy Needs to Enable Decarbonization. This paper asks states to allow airports to access vast amounts of reliable and renewable energy for the future. They can do that through national coordination or through policy support to meet rising demand and also to help aviation reach its long-term decarbonization goals.
Oh, great. And on your side, Darryl, so we have a third paper on safety.
Mm-hmm. Our paper on safety is really focused on the fundamentals, and that is airport certification. This paper urges states to prioritize certification at all airports and to provide a coordinated support mechanism to ensure global safety and sustainable air transport growth. Our next paper is on strengthening aviation security equipment certification. And this paper aims to improve the bilateral frameworks that allow the certification of equipment to happen more rapidly and in better coordination for the benefit of the industry. We have a paper on seamless passenger experience. This paper urges states to coordinate policies and collaborate with industry to enable a seamless, secure passenger experience by adopting scalable biometric and digital identity solutions at our borders to better accommodate growing air travel demand. Our final paper calls for the modernization of global aviation slot policies to reflect public interest, economic goals, and structural changes in aviation.
All right, and through this work, there's a lot of collaboration happening in the industry with the different stakeholders.
Yeah, of course. Collaboration with various partners is key for us to ensure alignment and also maximize our output, our success. So we have co-signed working papers with a number of states and industry partners. We're also submitting a number of information papers. And of course, we'll be playing a very active role during the assembly working sessions.
All right. So now let's talk about relevance, because these global discussions sometimes can feel a bit disconnected from the day-to-day realities of airports, but they are not. So Darryl, why should airport and the public pay attention to what happens at ICAO during these 2 weeks?
Sure. The outcome of the assembly really is foundational for the industry. The work that comes out of the assembly influences standards, priorities, funding decisions that flow down through national policies. It's important for the airport industry not only to shape the future of aviation by advocating for its priorities, but it's also critical that we're in the room at the assembly to make sure that the advocacy that might be contrary to the interest of airports or not in the best interest of the aviation industry is addressed. For airports, this affects everything from the design of infrastructure to sustainability targets and passenger experience. For the public, it's about having a safe, efficient, and future-ready air transport system that connects communities and economies. The assembly is where the foundation is laid. It's essential that airports are part of shaping that foundation.
Because it's about real-world benefits.
Exactly. These outcomes ripple across economies, communities, and passengers.
All right, so let's bring this full circle. Justin, through this work, what are we ultimately trying to achieve?
Well, Veronique, at the heart of it, we want to make sure that airports and the communities that they serve are positioned to succeed in the years ahead, especially in light of the estimated large growth that is going to be hitting the industry. If our proposed positions are accepted, they will help to shape ICAO initiatives and influence national aviation policies for the next 3 years and even beyond. And this ensures that key airport priorities, safety, sustainability, innovation, customer experience, and the ability for airports to operate as businesses are embedded in global aviation strategy and policy. And ultimately, it's about aligning our advocacy with ACI's mission, its strategic drivers, and its values that really deliver impact for our member airports, but also for the traveling public, the socioeconomic prosperity of a planet as well. And we're convinced that by working collaboratively, we can build a future-ready air transport system that continues to create value for generations to come.
Creating value for generations to come. This is a great way to wrap up. So just before, I'd like to hear from each of you a key message for our members and partners around the world. Justin?
When airports speak with one voice, we are stronger. It's really a collective mission.
Darryl?
This is a moment to shape the future. With collaboration, we can ensure that airports remain at the heart of a globally connected system.
And Nathalie?
This is a global campaign, so stay informed and join the conversation.
Join the conversation. Thank you, Justin, Nathalie, and Darryl. You heard it. Let's transform airports, empower aviation, and connect the world. The 42nd ICAO Assembly starts on September 23rd, and you will be able to follow all the updates on our website, on our social channels, and we will be, of course, sharing the outcome with the airport community in early October. So thank you, and have a great assembly.